Good evening. If you could hold the microphone just a minute.
Good evening. My name is Patricia Walker, and I live at 1860 Ricing Road. I attended the Gas and Oil Ordinance Workshop at our township office on February 24th. I heard some comments made at the workshop that I needed to think about. I would like, if I may, to address them now. First and foremost, a comment was made by a woman from Scenery Hill that I took umbrage to. She said that there were snickers from leaseholders when people spoke of the health and lives of children. How dare her? All the people who attended that workshop, leaseholders and non-leaseholders alike, are mothers, fathers, grandparents, sisters, and or brothers. And I can assure you, we all highly value the health and welfare of all, especially our children. As a grandmother of a precious, beautiful 4-year-old and a boy who has asthma and has spent 5 days in a pediatric intensive care unit twice in the last 9 months, I was shocked at the callousness of that statement. We all need to be mindful of the things we say, and I cannot sit back and let that statement go on record without a response. She should have been ashamed of herself. Comments were made that only the leaseholders are for the oil and gas industry and that all the leaseholders want is the almighty dollar. For many years, my husband and I did not hold a lease, but I began to notice that area farms were adding new farms and improving on existing ones. New farm machinery was being used out in the fields, improvements were being made to the old farmhouses, and families were able to send their children to college without having to take out yet another mortgage. I often mentioned that even while we had no lease and weren't sure if we ever would, I was glad to see that the old-time farmers and landowners in our area were now, after many years of struggle, able to enjoy a bit more of the fruits of their labors. The people who have leases are not taking the money and running on it, but putting it back into their homes and properties, and yes, our township. Although we do now have a lease, we will never get rich from it, but it will give us a peace of mind as we enter into retirement, knowing that we will be able to pay our health care and continue to the maintenance on our homes and properties as these issues arise. It was mentioned that during the last few years, people have been moving into these new Cecil Township plans because it is a beautiful rural community, and that's where they want to raise their children. Close to 40 years ago, when my husband and I were young, and yes, we had 2 young children, very young children, we put every dime we had into a down payment to buy our little ramshackle farmhouse along with a bit of land, because we too wanted to raise our children in this wonderful community with its fantastic school systems, police departments, and emergency system services. At that time, we were told about a southern beltway that was supposed to be going through the area. We did our due diligence and found the maps with the route that the road was supposed to go. It was slated to go in right over the hill from us. We were okay with that and proceeded with our dream. And we have spent the last 37 years raising our family, saving our ramshackle farmhouse, and improving the lands and buildings on our little farm, and being devoted stewards of our little piece of heaven in the township that we have loved living in for many, many years. Over the course of the past 3 years, the road is finally going in, and we have had to contend with shaking homes, miles of detours, eminent domain, dust and more dust, noise from heavy equipment at all hours of the day and night, blasting, and then more blasting, bad roads and road closures, flooding, and the taking of more homes because of the unexpected flooding, homes that were loved and well cared for by their owners for decades, and many, many other unforeseen aspects of what goes into building a major interstate through small-town America. All of this being said, I find it hard to believe that with the drilling that has been going on in the rural areas of our southwestern PA area during the last 15 years, none of the people in these plans asked their developers about proposed drilling in rural Cecil Township. That said, the making of the well pad lasts much less time than the making of a road system, but it is all classified as progress. There isn't just one group of people in our township dealing with possible health concerns, shaking homes, and other such issues that are the result of many activities going on all around our area. I'm not against a few reasonable changes to the gas and oil ordinance. A 1,000-foot area would be perfectly fine with me. And I also think that range needs to be on top of every concern that is put to them as the stewards that they want to be of an industry such as this in our township. What I am against is changing the ordinances to the liking of a few and closing off an industry that will benefit all of us. The services and upgrades that will have positive impacts in our township and having range resources here is something that I don't want to put aside. Cecil Township covers a lot of area and has many residents. We are all residents of this township and should treat each other with the respect that we all deserve. The longtime residents of this township are the people who have made the township into the place where the developers want everyone to build a home and should not be cast aside because of the number of houses in the plan. On a final note, I very much appreciate all that everyone on our supervisory board in Cecil, some of who have been here for decades, do for our township, and would like to thank you all for taking the time to consider all the residents' contributions to what has made Cecil a place where everyone wants to be. Thank you.